morning, adventurers. Live from New York. It's Saturday morning. What's going on, guys? It's ready. Are you guys ready? We're going to cross the pond. We just seconds ago, I think, probably got our pre-departure clearance from New York delivery here. I would say that's probably the second half of the message. Okay, cool. We'll have to check that out. I filed that about 10-15 minutes ago. No, we got Jet Pilot Cinnamon is on JFK Tower. I don't think he didn't think he was going to be on tower today, but he is one of the tower controllers at least today. It looks like we also did get indeed our pre-departure clearance from delivery. So there we are. We'll look at that. We'll look at that in more detail in just a few moments. But 31 left is the departure. Okay, 31 left at Kilo Echo. All right, very cool. Well, Jet Pilot Cinnamon, if you're lurking into the stream this morning, good to see you here. And look forward to maybe talking with you depending on which side of the airfield you're controlling. So seriously, dude? You're going to fly as Air Force One on Cross the Pond Day? Okay. All right. Yeah, good luck to you. Good luck to you. We're down here. We're TWA 700. I highly doubt that TWA would have flown this route in a 757, but I know they did fly this route as TWA 700 from Kennedy to Heathrow back in the day, and so we had a TWA livery for the FlightFactor 757, so figured I'd go with that. Why not? Using a call sign that probably no one else would have thought to use on Cross the Pond Day. Although obviously Air Force One, would have been one I could have used, but I guess somebody would have beaten me to it. All right, let's get in the airplane, guys. We have let's get those labels out of the way. We've got some stuff to get done. Our anticipated wheels up time is 12 minutes after 7 Eastern time. So 1 hour and 6 minutes from now. I expect I want to be pushing back from the gate at about quarter till, give myself a full almost 30 minutes of taxi time, just because I think that's the way we're gonna go here today. Pre-boarding, boarding would start in about 10 minutes at quarter after 6 Eastern. So we will go ahead and launch into the very beginnings of the checklist. I did already sync the controls, and what I need to do now is get the ground power and AC started. I have not flown this 757 in a while. I probably should have done a practice flight with it this week just to refamiliarize myself with it. Hopefully things will go smoothly, but we'll see. The S show is always part of the fun, isn't it? Ground power and ground AC. I think that's operations and ground. So GPU and ACU are connected. Passenger cargo and initial fuel loads can be set. We're going to be carrying 122 passengers today. I just made that number up off the top of my head. Cargo weight, we're going to say everyone's got an average of 1 to 2 suitcases, and if the suitcases are 40 pounds each, then 122 times 60 pounds would be the average. 7,320 pounds of cargo. So we'll put that in there. Fuel weight, starting fuel weight as calculated by the magic spreadsheet, 62,977. We're expecting a 7-hour flight today. My spreadsheet with the tailwind that Active Sky is reporting says it's going to be closer to 6. I put in a fudged headwind factor just to make it 7 even, and that gives us about an extra hour of fuel and an extra hour of anticipated holding time. And then another 2 hours and 15 minutes of holding and contingency fuels. So we've got 9 hours and 15 minutes of fuel for what we think might be just over 6 hours in the air today. So hopefully that will be enough extra. We can divert. I've put in an alternate of Manchester, EGCC, for our flight today, which is Kennedy to Heathrow. So we can divert up to Manchester if we need to. But I've got some extra fuel, so we can do some extra flying around if we need to, as well. All right, we've got the passenger cargo and fuel loads are set, so we're done with that for now. I like to get the armrests. Whoops, how do we get the armrests out of the way? Okay, I'll just click on them. There we go. I like to get the armrests out of the way so I can see the center pedestal better, although I do have this view here that I'll use for the center pedestal. But sometimes it's just, whoops, sometimes it's just easier to kind of bang it from here, so I like to get those armrests out of the way just in case. Alright, I think it's time to get up top here, get the battery switch on, and reguarded. Alright, did I get the volume turned up on those? Yeah. Cool. Alright, battery switch. Standby power can be set to auto. External power can be on. There it is. Bartel11 is here. Matt, thank you so much for checking in, bud. Just getting fired up. Getting ready to start the boarding process here in about 5 minutes, hopefully. Alright, let's see. Standby power was, that's why I lost my place on that already. External power on. Bus ties and utility bus ties can all come on, which is those two and those two. The electric hydro pumps, those two. Position wing and logo lights down there. We got the flight deck door can go unlocked, which is that way. Packs can go to auto. Hear them whir into life there. The trim air and recirc fans can all be turned on. There we go. The cockpit and cabin temps can all be set to auto, so that's those three knobs here. Oh, it's a little chilly. 16.7 in the cabin right now. Ideal temp would be 20 to 22 Celsius, I would say. So they'll start warming up. No smoking signs can come on. We'll just leave those on for the duration. And what else we got going on here? Keep losing my place. So this is a very long checklist and one that I don't do a lot, so I'm going to be kind of relying on this screen to keep me honest. Emergency lights on and guarded, so that's there. IRS knobs can go to align. I don't know why I did the middle one first. Let's go ahead and get doors open. So we are starting our boarding just a couple minutes early, or at least we're ready to start our boarding. I said quarter after to start the boarding, so we're good if we get the doors open now. We want left front door, forward aft, forward and aft cargo. So that's if we get an airplane. Boarding door and the two cargo doors can come open. Come on, there we go. Oh, and we got that tab open. We need to request our fuel truck as well. Operations ground and get our fuel truck on the way, and we can begin the loading. All right. So far, so good, guys. We have filed our flight plan. We have updated the progress bar up top. That should be shown. I'm just going to pop over to my stream view, and yep, that looks like it's all good and ready. We should check in with our ATIS. We do have, like I said, we do have our departure clearance. I want to make sure I don't blank out that tab by accident. We haven't looked at that yet. JFK ATIS. Let's go ahead and pull that up. Whoops. Did that? No? We don't have that by text? Oh, you know what? I'm looking at the wrong tab. We've retrieved it like 5 times now. Okay, good. Information Bravo. 300 at 7 is the wind, so that's pretty reasonable, manageable. 3011 is the altimeter, which we'll set momentarily. They're departing 4 left. Bet is our departure point. Can expect 31 left from Kilo Echo, okay, which I think is also reflected in our PDC. 31 left at Kilo Echo, 10,000. That's fine. That's 10,900. And we got a nice message from Gunner. Good morning, VATSIM. Welcome to Cross the Pond Eastbound 2020. If you have a slot, enjoy your crossing. Be sure to visit CTP thread for the final information package for pilots. We did check that out. I'll kind of highlight key points from that, but I did read that overnight. So if you're flying on track S, there was a small typo. Okay, I think we're on track Yankee, so I think we're good there. If you don't have a slot, implore you to reconsider flying across the pond and take advantage of the domestic ATC. And yeah, so basically, this is the first time that they've basically said we don't have enough coverage to cover everybody who wants to cross the pond. We're only covering those who have slots. So this is the first time that that's kind of happened. The last handful across the ponds have been just insane, out of control traffic-wise, and I think that we just got to a point where we had to set some limits. Anyway, we got the Bravo, and it was 3011, and we know we're taking off from 31 left, I think it was. 31 left? 31 left, okay. 3011 again, I think it was. I'm going to goldfish brain that a little bit. 3011 is indeed correct. So we'll go ahead and get the altimeter set. That's, yep, 3011 on the primary, 3011 on the standby, and with 3011 set over here on the first officer side as well. Field elevation here is 13 feet. That's pretty darn close to what's showing on these three altimeters, so I would say that that is all working correctly, and our weather simulation is working as well, hopefully. On the comm radio, doesn't look like we need to talk to the departure controller. Well, that's actually, let's look at that. That doesn't say anything about ramp control 129.2. So that's one thing that was covered in the pilot briefing, guys, is that there's a variety of different ramp controllers, and there's a variety of different I'm sorry, with a ramp. Variety of different ramp controllers and a variety of different ground controllers on. And one of the things covered in the briefing was make sure you check in with the correct one. So we will do that. In the meantime, though, since we have obtained our clearance, let's go ahead and fill these values into my planning spreadsheet. Departure frequency, so when we get there. Oh, they changed us to the score 4 to Yankee and then bet. Okay. I had thought we were going to be on the bet 6. Well, that makes it easier because the bet 6 had that Canarsie climb that you kind of have to manually manage, and I was kind of hoping to fly that today. But the score 4 is much more of a traditional RNAV departure, so that'll make life a little easier for us. So I'll have to change that in my planning spreadsheet here. SKORR4 YNKEE. So when we go to program our routes, we'll plug that in. Okay, and what else did we get? The departure frequency was what now? 135.9er. Squawk code is in here somewhere. Squawk code is in here somewhere. Oh, 1503. There we go. Beacon code 1503. And departure runway we said was 31 left. So we've got all of that information, and we are done with that, I think. I hope. Hope we're done with that, because it's gone. All right. And let me get the chat back up. Anybody else said hello yet? No, it's too early for everybody? Yeah, I agree. The Red Bull's going to be flowing early today. Unfortunately, didn't sleep well. Comm radios, like we said, the ramp control. Oh, shoot. I guess I should have remembered that before I blanked out that message. I'll remember it when I see it. Let me look at the X-Pilot client. Yep, I don't remember which one it was now. Engine sounds are too high? Oh. Alright, hold on. Alright, let me know if that's better. It might have been 29.15. I'm going to actually message our departure controller. Oh, okay, gotcha. No worries, man. I'll put them back where they were. Yeah, I was gonna say the balance looked good from where I was looking, but I thought you were commenting on the. Thought you were commenting on the balance. All right, let's keep rolling through this checklist here. Got our clearance. Squawk code can be set, which was 1503. That's down here. No, that is up here. No, it's up here on the 727. Where is it on here? There we go. I'm getting my planes confused, guys. 1503. This is going to be a fun day. And we go into altitude on. Do need to get the let's just make sure we're transmitting on 129.2. Okay. Let's get that set now before I forget it. 129.2. Alright, and how does this work again? Alright, so that's our COM1 transmit, COM2 transmit. This is our COM1 receive and our COM2 COM2 receive. Okay, got it. Alright, so we'll just do everything on COM1 for now, 29.2. Clearance obtained, squawk code set, transponder altitude on, comm radio set. We can go up top here. Let's get the pressurization to auto 1. Looks like the IRSs are ready because we've been yammering on for so long. The auto rate can be set up to the index mark here. Oops. So right up there. Landing altitude is going to be 80 feet. So we'll spin that down here. IRS knobs can indeed go to nav. Yeah, Melvin Leader, gosh, it's 4 in the morning over there where you are. You are up early. Alright, let's go ahead and get the FMC set up now. Yep. Position initialization, we are going to take that from the GPS position there. Let's clear that out. Yep. GPS position there, and we're going to paste it there. Next page. Next, I'm sorry. Yeah, route. Next thing is to do the route. Our origin is KJFK. Our destination is EGLL. And our route is just direct. Okay. Let's go back up here. It's the score 4, so departures, JFK. It's the score 4 off of 3-1 left to Yankee. Pop that into the route, and then after that, it's Betty, B-E-T-T-E. Nantucket, ACK. After Nantucket, it's Tusky, T-U-S-K-Y. I'm going to say that's going to be the North 43 one. We're not going to be in the southern hemisphere at all today. NICSO, N-I-C-S-O is the next one, N-I-C-S-O. This one I need to go back to this other page here where I can see this a little bit bigger. 4850 north. This is where it's just all the nat track waypoints. So you got to make sure you get those numbers exactly correct. 4850 north, 5040 north. .30 north. Next page. 5220 north. 5230 and then 5220, really? Okay. Oh, okay, because that's 52 degrees north, 30 degrees west, and then 52 degrees north, 20 degrees west. Okay, that makes sense. Then Limri, L-I-M-R-I. And then, whoops, can't see where that goes after that. That's XPO. Where's X? XPO. Then Evrin, E-V-R-I-N. E-V-R-I-N. Then we're on the L607 airway to Numpo, N-U-M-P-O, N-U-M-P-O, and then the Papa 2 airway to Bedek, Papa 2 to Bedek, B-E-D-E-K, and then the Bedek 1 hotel. So we'll go departures, arrivals into London, Bedek 1 hotel. We don't know what runway. I know we're parking on the north side, so we'll just presume 27 right, and we will come back to those. If we're told something different by the approach controller, we'll come back to those, but for right now, that's what we're going to put in just for starting purposes. All right, the route is complete. Okay, ILS 27 from OCK. I tell you what then, we're going to go departures, arrivals. ILS 27 right from OCK. Put that in the route. And well, alright, again. We'll worry about that when we get there. Let's go ahead and check the progress page and just make sure. It should add up to approximately 3,051 miles plus or minus. It might be a little bit different depending on the exact length. This is 3077, so that's good. That's close enough. Alright, and then we'll go to the legs page, just to page through. And this is where I'm going to want to look at my departure. We're not on the Betty, we're on the score. So let's just make sure that the score departure matches up with this. 31 left 420 score, and then Cecid, and then Yankee, okay. And then from there, it's all the ones that we put in, and then we'll check on the arrival once we are briefing that. Okay, so I think we're good on all the route so far. Let's get our performance set. Zero fuel weight will auto-populate. Reserves, we're going to put in 8.7. Again, we've got a lot of extra fuel on board, but only 8.7 will trigger the low fuel warning. Cruise altitude is going to be 370. Cost index 74, because why not? Takeoff performance, if we do a flaps 5, I think. I think 5 is normal for this plane. Center of gravity is going to auto-calculate. Trim is 2.9. We want to auto-calculate the speeds, 147, which I think is going to auto-populate up top. 157. Oh, V2. Yeah, the V2 auto-populated up top, so that's cool. And 2.9 on the trim, which we we can set now because we do have the electric hydro pumps on. So, what was it? 2.9. So just less than 3. Okay, pretty heavy today. All right. I think we're set. Takeoff ref is set. All right. Let's get up to the nav display. Oh, the nav display controls are right here as well. I like to maybe set the map to about 80 with traffic on. And the map setting. And the data buttons as well. Let's go with a little bit more zoomed in, actually, for departure. We'll zoom it out. Yeah, that'll help us see where we're trying to go. Zoom it out once we get rolling a little bit more. Trim is set. Master control panel. The IAS sets itself. The heading on runway 31. What's the departure say? What's the score for departure say? Let's you don't want to always just set runway heading. You got to set what the takeoff 314. So it is runway heading, but you want to make sure that that is what the departure calls for. Intercept course 238 to score. Okay, and 5,000. Okay, so 314 and 5,000 are the values we were looking for there. That's set here. Don't just assume runway heading. Go by what's in your departure procedure. It may or may not be runway heading. 5,000. All right. Get the auto throttle armed. Get the flight directors on both sides. Get DNAV armed, and I think in this case, I think we'll do LNAV, because it is going to just take us directly to that first point. The departure does say intercept that path and fly to that point. It doesn't say wait for vectors or anything like that. So we can go ahead and put in LNAV. Again, you want to make sure your departure procedure calls for that before you just assume that. All right, I think we're set there. Already scrolled through the legs page and confirmed the mileage. We can one thing we can do is I like to just go into the fixed page, and we'll just set up a couple of we'll set up a 4-mile and a 10-mile ring at the destination. And that'll just give us some cues as to when we need to begin and end configuring for landing once we get there. Alright, we can plan our pushback. We're not ready to start pushing yet, but we can certainly get the pushback planned. Now we really don't know. I think we're going to end up having to go out this way. but just in case.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
So yeah, we're facing southeast, and I think we're going to taxi out to the southwest. I'll show you on the airport diagram where I think we're going to go. But again, if they want us to go the other way, then we'll do what they say. We're going 31 left, which is down that way. And we are currently like right in here somewhere, facing that way. So as we come out, I think we're going to want to face that way and come out November Charlie to Alpha. If they tell us something different, we'll certainly do that. But that's what we're planned for right now, and I think we can move on. Again, we hoped to push by about 6:45, so we're getting there. Let's go ahead and get our flight attendant to start our welcome speech.
Would like to welcome you on board this Boeing 757-200 airliner. If you haven't already done so,
the lower monitor can go to status mode.
In front of you or in an overhead bin. The flight crew will do everything possible to make your flight comfortable and enjoyable.
Let's get the APU on and started.
Step to Sky and FlightFactor wish you a pleasant flight experience.
Let's get the window heat on. Get the yaw dampers on. And I think I'm probably going to take a quick break out of the cockpit before I check in with the ramp controller. Alright, APU power available yet? Okay, it just came available. So that's, we've got electrical power switched over. APU power on, external power off. APU bleed on, isolation valve open. Alright, we can get the doors closed, which will be in 6 minutes. Alright, I'm going to take a quick break out of the cockpit, guys, and make one last trip to the little pilot's room before we get flying, and be right back with you, so sit tight. Alright, back with you. Aviation Hobby says, get the coffee. No, you must be new to the channel, man. Red Bull, always. And it's here, and it's in plenty of supply. Jet Pilot Cinnamon, thanks for coming in today. Yeah, man, got your message over X-Pilot. Good to see you here, bud. Alright. Let's get back in the airplane. Let's get back to the checklist. Let's see. Doors were closed.
Attention, all flight attendants. Doors automatic.
Alright. We can get the, we've got the operations and ground. We get the chocks off, GPU off, fuel truck off, and ACU off. And we will start the pushback, although again, that does not start us moving. That just starts the
Ground to
back
cockpit.
truck
Tow is driving up.
heading up to us. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain. On behalf of Trans World Airlines, we'd like to welcome you aboard Flight 700 with service to London Heathrow. We'll be pushing back when they get here momentarily, anticipating an on-time departure minus any ground delays. Cruising altitude today will be 37,000 feet. Flight time once we're airborne expected to be right around 7 hours. So buckle in and relax, and we'll be underway soon. Thank you for flying Trans World Airways. All right, let's go ahead and talk to our ramp controller and make sure we've got our pushback clearance. And shall go from there.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
You go ahead and do that. Kennedy ramp, TWA 700, stand 8, information Bravo. We're ready to push. He said 29.2. I haven't heard anything on this channel. Check in with him on 3505.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
I'm not ready to move yet, man. 3505. Kennedy delivery, TWA 700.
TWA 700, go ahead.
Yes, sir. You had given us a ramp frequency of 29.2. I'm not reaching anybody there.
Stand by.
Aviation Hobby, thanks for checking in, man.
TWA 700, he had his frequency set up wrong. If you go back to that frequency, he should be there now.
All right, thanks so much. 29.2 is TWA 700. Kennedy Ram, TWA 700. We are on Terminal 8, Stand 8, ready to push information Bravo.
TWA 700, Kennedy ramp. Good morning. Pushback approved. Expect November Charlie.
Pushback approved facing November Charlie, TWA 700.
Starting pushback. And you may
All
start
right, and
engine.
that is indeed what I drew. So it's facing to the, kind of the southeast of our position, southwest of our position. Yeah, we're facing southeast now, so we're going to turn nose right and face southwest. Now face southwest, and that's where we're going to come out, November Charlie. All right, so let's get the engines fired up, guys. Let's get fired up. Whoops, missed a couple things. Seatbelts on. Anti-collision. Wing lights off. Flight deck door closed. Fuel pumps. Fuel pumps are, yeah, okay. Hydro pump C1 on. Yeah, these are things I should have done before I started the push, actually. Igniters, we're going eastbound, so we'll go to set 2. Auto brake to RTO. Is that on the front? Lower monitor to engines.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Yeah, we're behind the curve
Connecting
here.
tow. Stand by.
Okay, parking brake done. Alright, air on the right side first. Air pack off. Ground start. Where is it? There we are. Our hand signals, we got N3 of 25%. Okay, we're good. Throw that into Rich. As soon as the EGT comes up to about 300, we'll throw that into run.
Tow is disconnected. Bypass bin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Okay, everything seems to be good there. And the ignition knob pop back to auto, so we'll turn the pack back on and we'll start the process on the left-hand side. Gets up to about 25. Pop it into Rich. EGT gets up to about 300. Pop it into run. It should stabilize at about 20, 40, and 60. I always like to say 20% N1, 400 to 450 EGT, and then close to 60 on the N3. So 20, 40, and 60 is kind of an easy mnemonic for you. What do you want?
Captain, opening the doors while engines are running is unsafe.
What doors did we open? I didn't ask for any doors to be open. I didn't get the doors closed. Thought I did that. Okay, thank you for reminding me, sir. Thought I did that. Oh well. Alright, so air pack goes back to auto. I'm panicking now because I'm wondering what else I forgot. Yeah, electric switches to normal. Engine limiters on. Engine generators on. Nope, not that. Engine generators, that's those two down there.
American 107 Heavy, Kennedy ramp, squawk mode, Charlie, in the appropriate code, please.
Engine generators on, APU power can come off. Oh, wait a minute. Engine limiters on, engine generators on. APU power can come off. Alright, now the bleeds. Now the APU can come off. Alright, now we got lower monitor status. Not engine status. This will be our flight control check. A little bit of noise from our rudder. What's wrong with that? Oh well, we'll deal with it. Get the flaps set to 5.
American 107 Heavy, squawk mode. There you go. American 107 Heavy, thank you. Hold short of Alpha and contact metering 125.05. Good morning.
Alright, so there they are. Flaps are set to 5 now. And we can get the turn off light, taxi light on. Okay. Okay, guys, we're ready to taxi finally. Let's get the airport diagram up in front of us. Ramp TWA 700, we're ready to taxi now.
TWA 700, thanks. Good morning again. November Charlie, but hold short of Alpha and contact metering 125.05. Good morning.
Alright, 2505, November Charlie, short of Alpha, TWA 700, thanks. $25.05.
Ladies and gentlemen, we request your full attention as the flight attendants demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft.
Good morning. Verify your squawk is 1631.
I think this is our friend Anthony. He's as New York as they get.
To release your seatbelt,
American 107 Heavy, thanks. Hold short and monitor ground 121.9.
throughout the flight, as we may
Hold
experience
short and
turbulence.
monitor taking your
The Boeing 757-200
Actually,
airliner
American
has 10
107 standby.
emergency exits. 4
Roger,
forward,
standby.
2 aft,
American
and 2 over
107.
each wing. Please take a few moments now to
American
locate your
107,
nearest
contact
exit.
Kennedy
In some
delivery.
cases,
There's an issue
your
with the
nearest
flight plan.
exit may
Contact
be
Kennedy
behind
clearance
you, but we need to
135.05.
evacuate the aircraft. Floor level lighting will guide you towards the exit. Doors can be opened by moving the handle in the direction of the
KFK
air.
meeting, good
Each
morning.
door is
KLM
equipped with an
642 Alpha, Hotel
inflatable
Bravo.
slide, which may also be detached and used as a life raft. Oxygen and the air pressure are always being monitored. In the event of a decompression, an oxygen mask will automatically appear in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and mouth.
KLM
Secure the
642
elastic
Alpha,
band
Kennedy
behind your
ground,
neck
hold short.
and breathe normally.
Hold
Although
short,
the
hold
bag
short.
does not inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask. If you are traveling
Kennedy
with a
ground,
car
TWA
or someone who
700,
requires
November Charlie, short of
assistance,
Alpha.
secure your
Kennedy
mask
700,
on
Kennedy
first,
Tower,
and then
Kennedy
assist
ground.
the other
Hold
person.
short. Good morning.
Keep your mask on until a
Morning,
uniformed
Anthony.
crew member advises you to remove it. In the event of an emergency, please assume the bracing position. Lean forward with your hands on top of your head and your elbows against your
So,
thighs.
our wheels up time is 21 minutes away. We'll see how we do. I think we've got this timed out pretty well.
When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest.
Is the flaps on the
Slip
correct
it
now
over
for
your
American
head, pass the
107?
straps around
American
your waist,
107 Heavy,
and
approach
adjust
to
to the front.
107, hold
To
short,
inflate
and
the
I'll be right
vest,
with you. Thank
pull
you for that.
firmly on the red cord,
Roger,
only when
holding
leaving the
short.
aircraft.
127.
What's the FMC
KLM
message?
642 Alpha, monitor
The FMC message might have something to insufficient fuel. No way.
To attract attention.
Monitoring
Also,
1219,
your
have great.
seat
Morning,
bottom
cheers.
cushion can
Take
be
care,
used as a
TW 700, monitor ground
flotation
49,
device.
see you later.
Pull the
Ground point
cushion
nine,
from
TWA
the
700.
seat, Slip your arms into the straps and hug the cushion to your The following electronic devices, calculators, CD players, laptop computers, may be used when the seatbelt sign is off or when permitted by the crew. Mobile
American
telephones,
107 Heavy, squawk
remote
normal.
controlled toys, or any electronic devices, an antenna.
Keep going to that view by accident because this switch puts me in my
KLM 642 Alpha.
cockpit view in the 727, but it puts me in the outside view in the 757
The ladder to resist
because there's so many more views in the 727. Bobcat 20 is with us.
located in the seat pocket in front of
Through
you.
and Alpha, Kilo Echo,
We strongly
Alpha,
suggest you
hold
read
short.
it before
KLM
takeoff.
642 Alpha.
If you have any questions,
KLM
please don't
644,
hesitate
give
to ask
way
one
to
of
the
our crew
company
members.
Boeing 787 coming out of
We wish you
Hotel
all
Bravo.
an enjoyable flight. Thank you.
So we'll show you. They're departing from 31 Kilo Echo. That means they're not crossing runway 4 left here. What they're going to have us do, it looks like, is come out Alpha this way and departing from Kilo Echo, which is there.
KLM 642 Alpha, runway 31 left to Kilo Echo. Continue taxi via Alpha Kilo Echo, monitor tower 123.9.
Alpha, Kilo Echo, and 123.9. KLM 642 Alpha, cheers.
123.9 is probably going to be our next handoff, so we'll get that preset.
TWA 700. Switch to Kennedy ground on 12165.
2165, TWA 700. I know Anthony did give us 0.9, so they gave us the wrong frequency. That wasn't on me. Tower's on 123.9er.
Tango Whiskey Alpha 700, 10 to the ground, you up?
Citation Max says, I enjoyed chatting on the ramp. Awesome, man. Good to hear you. Thanks so much for that, man. Canada ground, TWA 700.
How do you say that call sign?
TWA 700.
Oh, okay, that's pretty easy. TWA 700, 10 to the ground, runway 31 left intersection, Kilo Echo, taxi right Bravo, hold, taxi left Bravo, hold to November.
Alright, Bravo, short of November, 31 left to Kilo Echo, TWA 700. Oh, I did set the parking brake, didn't I? Alright, we're off to see the wizard. TWA 700, you are number 47 in line for departure behind 46 baggage trams. So we said short of November, okay. I'm gonna run you over. I'm gonna run you over too. Got him. 5 points. Oh, I thought that was the stupid flight attendant guy. That was a VATSIM broadcast.
Canada ground, no shuttle 3700.
November Alpha, and then regular November is coming up next, and that's where we need to hold.
Kilo Fox, shuttle Alpha.
15 minutes to our wheels up time. Let's see how we do.
7700. I don't have any paperwork on you, stand by.
Bravo short of the November. Okay, here we are.
Yeah, Roger. We were told to contact you by 125.05, I believe. I'm just waiting for your strip. One sec.
Alright, we got a taxi out checklist to manage as well. Let's make sure that we manage that as we can. A lot of the stuff.
TWA 7700. Continue on Bravo. Hold short of Kilo Echo.
Alright, TWA 700 Bravo and short of Kilo Echo. He said 7700, but I'm assuming he meant me. I don't know why our FMC...
7700.
Heavy Kennedy ground, runway 31 left, taxi straight
Okay,
ahead.
he's got somebody else as a 7700, and he's
Bravo,
got me as just 700.
Left Bravo, hold short Kilo Echo, North Shore 7700.
Lufthansa 3 Victor, heavy squawk 1565, please.
Alright, so short of Kilo Echo. So since we're heading down towards our departure runway, I think it's time to start running through this Axial Checklist. We already did the safety announcement. Get the weather radar on. If I can remember how. Start knobs into continuous mode.
So ground down short of 7700 heavy, do you want us to hold short of Echo or into Echo, sorry, Kilo Echo?
Can just continue on the taxiway you're on, make a left on Bravo, hold short of Kilo Echo.
Transponder can go to TARA. Transponder's down here. Keep thinking it's the 727.
Lufthansa 3 Victor, Kennedy ground.
Departure frequency is 35.9. Don't want to set that yet. Still on the ground frequency.
Lufthansa 3 Victor, Kennedy ground. Okay.
So at this point, it's really just the lights.
7700, continue on Bravo to Kilo Echo, contact or monitor tower 123.9, good night.
Roger, we'll enter Kilo Echo from Bravo and then we'll confirm contact or monitor tower 123.9.
Monitor the tower 23.9, good night. Well, good morning, whatever.
Roger, we'll monitor the tower 1239, North Shuttle 7700 heavy, thanks, mate.
Alright, 11 minutes to our calculated takeoff time. We might actually get off the ground a couple minutes early, guys. But at this point, we are just basically needing to let the cabin know that we're getting ready to depart, and then we'll set the lights. Everything else is going smoothly so far. Fingers crossed, guys.
Lufthansa 3 Victor with you. Lufthansa 3 Victor, contact Kennedy Tower 1, or excuse me, I lied, squawk 1565. 1565, Lufthansa 3 Victor.
Go ahead and post another screenshot up on Twitter.
TWA 7700, monitor Kennedy Tower 123.9.
Is that for 700 or 7700?
700.
Monitor Tower 23.9 or TWA 700.
And Lufthansa 3 with Victor, if you can turn your transponder to the on position. Sorry.
TWA
700 Kennedy Tower, you with me?
TWA 700, we're with you.
TWA 700, hold short of runway 3 left, Kilo Echo.
Short of runway 31 left, Kilo Echo, TWA 700. Flight attendants, prepare cabin for departure.
KLM 642 Alpha, contact departure, have a safe flight. Oh, to departure, have a great morning, thanks for coming on, 642 Alpha. Good morning.
Departure frequency 35.9er.
I'm 642 Alpha, heavy near departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 7,000.
7,000, KLM 642 Alpha.
Roger, on a 62. Okay, Tango 4 left, Lufthansa 3 Victor.
Oops. Changed the wrong one. 23.8. Tower TWA 700, we were off frequency by accident for a moment. We're back with you, sorry. So 35-9's departure, 23-8's tower. Okay, we're good. This is Kilo Echo, right? Okay. Three nine. Yeah, I just figured it out.
North Shuttle 7700, contact departure, have a safe flight. Say again, full 7700? North Shuttle
Yeah, Max, I figured it out just as you
departure,
just as you put it in the chat there, man. Thank you though.
7700, thanks a lot, bye-bye.
Tower TW 700, we were off frequency by accident for a moment. We're back with you.
TWA 700, no worries, runway 31 left, Kilo Echo, line up and wait, caution wake turbulence, previous departure was a heavy 787.
Caution wake turbulence and 31 left at Kilo Echo, line up and wait, TWA 700. So we didn't miss a takeoff call, that's good. New York City skyline right ahead of us, guys. Landing lights. Taxi light off. Oops, what did we change there? Now this streaming schedule's perfect for us old people, says Stab to the Face. Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm hammering Red Bulls left and right just to stay awake.
TWA 700, runway 31 left, Kilo Echo, equipped to take off flight Yankee transition.
Alright, 3-1 left at Kilo Echo, clear for takeoff, and the Yankee transition, TWA 700. Alright, we'll stand him up. Set takeoff. Temps and pressures all responding normally. Let's try and stay on the center line, shall we? Do I have the call-outs? Not. Okay. There's V1. And rotate. Gear coming up.
TWA 700, contact departure on the safe flight.
Departure, TWA 700, we'll see you.
North Shuttle 7700 heavy, turn left heading 100, proceed right ship 1 course, climb and maintain 12000.
Flaps coming up. The FMC believes, insists that we have insufficient fuel. It is incorrect.
Right ship 1 course.
Roger, direct second call, 700.
Speedbird 150 heavy, turn left heading 050, proceed direct Merit on course, climb and maintain 17000.
Titanium Druid is with us.
Direct Merit, climb and maintain 17000, Speedbird 150. North Shuttle 7700 heavy, contact New York Center on 128.3.
Departure, TWA 800 through 2,900, going to 5,000.
Delay 700 near departure for contact. Good morning, turn left heading 130, climb and maintain 12000.
130, 12000, TW 800, 700. We got a 130 heading, which is not what's on our departure, but always got to be ready to fly a vector if you're given one. Got the whole gang here, says Melvin. I think I said hi to you, Titanium Druid. If I didn't, hello.
Departure, KLM 647, ready to?
Got you,
Vectors on an arrival without a selected runway, says Steve, is what's causing that insufficient fuel warning. Okay, I got you.
Apologies, got disconnected.
Cross contact New York Center on 128.3.
28.3, thanks, have a great morning.
Oh, we'll fix that. We'll fix that. Of course, obviously, we've got to check that arrival. I keep doing that. We've got to check that arrival and runway assignment when we get over there anyway. So, if your route's complete, it'll sort itself as you progress along your flight, says Steve. All right, appreciate the tip, man. Yeah, generally it's advisable to leave the discontinuities in there so that you don't accidentally turn toward an initial fix prior to clearance to do so. Like when your star ends and you're supposed to maintain a heading. But,
ATC departure, good morning, this is KLM 644 with you,
Strain 1 kilo Charlie Heavy, turn left heading 050, direct merit on course, climb, maintain 17000. BWA 700, turn left heading 070, direct Benny on course, climb, maintain 12000.
070 and direct Benny on course, 12000, TWA 700.
KLM 644, departure, radar contact, turn right heading 110.
We got some gift subs going out.
Maintain 6000.
I think you said Benny. Betty, okay, there we are.
KLM 644, turn right heading 110.
That still thinks we've got insufficient fuel.
Direct happy on course 12000.
The copy on course 1000,
And on upon cargo 7159 heavy, consider maintain 13000, Kennedy altimeter 301.
Maybe don't need the cross feeds yet, I'm not sure. 59,900 pounds. What was I supposed to have started with? 62. Yeah, we're fine. Yeah, I didn't get into LNAV, so we were not proceeding direct.
Speedbird 150 heavy contact, Boston Center 134.0. 134.0, Speedbird 150.
Yeah, only if you have a lateral imbalance. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought.
44 heavy, climb and maintain 110.
Not sure why I decided I needed them on. I think because I was thinking that was the center pump switches, which are below the cross feeds. So they've got us leveled off. I won't pester them just yet. Yeah, we got. Hang on, guys. Falling behind in the chat, and I'm trying to listen out for my call sign. Dave MSP checked in. Sounder AU is here. Says it's 10:30 p.m. Going to be a long night watching streams. Yeah. Got the gift subs going out from Titanium Druid. Thanks so much for that. Oh, there's our Air Force One. Yeah, we can check with them if we don't get a climb in just a second. We'll check with them and just make sure we didn't miss a call. Let's increase the range just a little bit.
Contact Boston Center on 134.0 for Austrian 1 kilo Charlie Heavy.
Let's catch up with the.
Air Force One, heavy turn left heading 130. 130.
We can get the
107 heavy, you up?
start knobs back into auto. Get the out.
TWA 700 contact Boston Center on 134.0. Take care.
134.0. Are we still supposed to be at 12, or did we miss a climb?
12,000 is good. Boston will climb you higher.
Okay, 34.7, VA 700.
7159 heavy turn right heading 190.
34.0 actually, is what he said.
190.
Oops. I'm screwing up the radios here. I gotta change the one that I'm not transmitting on actively. Duh. I think it was 34.0. There is a Boston Center on 34.0.
Statebird 150, contact Boston Center 124.52. Have a good day.
124.52 for Speedbird 150.
66 Victor, contact Boston Center 124.52, and he's going to work on time for you.
124.52, I just appreciate it. 6 is down the after night.
Take care, Austrian 1 Kilo Charlie on Boston Center.
Boston Center TWA 700 12000.
TWA 700 Boston Center, good morning, climb and maintain for level 270.
270 TWA 700. So there's 270. And VNAV.
Kevin 644 Boston Center, good morning, climb and maintain flight level 025.
Let's catch up with the aircraft now. Landing lights, start knobs. See, passing 10,000, we can get the rest of the landing lights off.
Austrian 1 Kilo Charlie Boston Center, good day, climb and maintain for level 270.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Austrian 1 Kilo Charlie,
I think we're good.
expect 37 for your final, but just maintain for level 270 for now, please.
So far, so good, guys. So far, so good. Still 56 on the ground at Kennedy. Looks like the pack is starting to make its way across.
United 81 Boston Center, good morning, you can expect for level 29 or
Alright. So departure wasn't perfect. I've been fumbling with the radios all morning, which is unusual because I know how the radios work. The FMC is insisting that we have insufficient fuel, which we do not. So we'll just have to deal with that message happening all day. So messing around with the radios, and then the one when I got, yeah, we got an Air Force One flying today, Titanium Druid. And then when I got vectored back onto the departure, I didn't hit the LNAV right away. I changed it in the FMC, but I didn't get it back into LNAV right away. Hopefully caught that in time before I messed anybody up. So the big thing so far this morning has been I have forgotten how to work aviation radios apparently. I'm going to start calling my 150 Air Force 3. Is that the official executive transport of the first dog Titanium Druid? Is that what that is? There you go. All right. How we looking here? Can we go ahead and pop the map range up one? Yeah, there we go. These points are starting to get far enough apart that you just pop the map range up one. And then on the other end, as we start to get where the points are cluttered, I'll start.
TWA 700, contact Boston Center on 124.52. Have a good flight.
24.5?
TWA 700, it's 124.52, 2452.
2452, TWA 700. Wasn't sure what he said there.
Austrian 1 Kilo Charlie, same for you. Contact Boston Center, 124.52, so long.
Said it kind of quick there, so. Boston Center, TWA 700, 210 for 270.
TWA 700 Boston Center, good morning. Climb and maintain for number 280.
I will hold it at 280 for now, TWA 700.
Delta 1750, contact Boston Center, 13.
So they're stepping us up. Now, we're not used to this on that. There's fast-talking New Yorkers. I thought there was a little clip of a 2 on the end, but I wasn't quite sure, so I figured it was best to ask. I'm trying to redeem trying to get back into good radio use today, so. That's been my big shortcoming so far. So they're stepping us up. We're used to light levels of traffic on VATSIM where they pretty much put you straight up to your cruise right off the runway. But we're getting stepped up for being passed between sectors, and we're getting stepped up for traffic as well, I presume. And we are through, I started to do this and then I got the handoffs. We are through 18,000, so we can go ahead and set these to standard. 2992. We'll do that there. We'll do that on the on the backup, and we'll go ahead and do that on the first officer. If you also do it on the first officer side, you get this altimeter disagree warning in the ECAS. So we'll just set it on all three. 2992. There we go. Number 1 down already. 7:21 a.m. Oh, I didn't when we hit the toga button, I didn't take note of the exact time. The calculated takeoff time was supposed to be 12 minutes after. I feel like we were pretty close to that. We might have been as much as 5 minutes early, in fact. I guess we could wind the stream back and find out for sure. Let's do an external view intentionally this time. There we are. TWA, Trans World Airlines. Going up the Long Island coast. We've done many flights up the Long Island coast on stream here, but I don't think we've done any in a 757 until today. The Block Island up ahead there, Melvin? Say that's Block Island, and then that's probably Providence Harbor right up there. We've done some messing around on Block Island, but again, it was not in the 757 for sure. We passed right by Bayport Aerodrome too, somewhere back there. Somewhere back in there, Bayport Aerodrome. Probably down there quite a ways. Maybe just over the tail fin there, the elevator. Kind of back in that ballpark. Maybe a little further back. Yep, somewhere down there is an airport. There we are. So somewhere there now there's an airport that we didn't see that one night. Got a much better view of it from 27,000 feet than we did from 270 feet that night. and I just figured out, Melvin, that was exactly what you were saying just then. I got the joke a little late. Red Bull number 2. Cracking open. Let's do a screenshot for Twitter, shall we?
Right,
20 degrees right for the climb, TWA 700. So 102, yeah, likewise. 102. So we'll get the vector back on. And TW700, we're still leveling at 280.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to hear. You got traffic directly about it.
Perfect. So as soon as we get wings level, we'll do a nice little screenshot here.
Indiana 6222, contact Boston Center 128.75. Have a nice day.
370, TWA 700.
United 81 Boston Center, good morning. Climb and maintain over 2.
370, I'm going to get it, let's just get it climbing first of all, then we'll fine tune it. Yeah, there we go, 370, okay.
Air Force 1 Boston Center, good morning. Climb and maintain over 330. 700, turn left heading 090.
090, TWA 700.
Cargo looks 4090, inform contact Boston Center 128.75. Have a nice flight. Cargo looks 49 uniform. I think you're muted there. 128.75.
You guys, screenshots are going up on the Twitter feed in case you guys care. Titanium Drew is going to engage coffee and lurk. Sounds good, appreciate it. Now that we're up at 370, maybe we'll stop getting those fuel warnings. We're still waiting for a some sort of a vector back on our course. We do see that there is traffic that is now 1,000 below us, 1,100 feet below us, so maybe we can get our turn on course here. Oops. But while we're waiting on that, there's nothing else we need to do, actually.
Zero 150, contact Boston Center 128.75. Have a nice day. Contact Boston Center 128.75. Speedbird 150. Have a nice day. TWA 746, clear direct Nantucket Alpha Charlie Kilo. Thanks for the help.
You said for 746, or was that for 700?
I'm sorry, TWA 700 direct to Nantucket Alpha Charlie Kilo.
TWA 700, direct Nantucket. There once was a man from there, I hear. So, Nantucket, direct, and this time we will remember, pop it back into LNAV. And we're pretty much right on top of it. So there we are now. We're not quite as on top of it. I think if we zoom the map out just a touch, we're not quite as on top of it as it looks like. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so we're coming up on filed cruise. We are rejoining our programmed route. Things are starting to come together, guys. Nantucket Island down below us, another one that we've done plenty of messing around in the GA planes. And Martha's Vineyard should be over here to our left.
Singapore 7951, contact Boston Center 128.75. Have a nice flight.
Was get 46 there on the ground at Boston. How many at Kennedy? 55 still on the ground at Kennedy. Toronto's launching theirs. 38 there on the ground at Toronto. Chicago's launching theirs. 48 there. Atlanta. 41. Orlando 26. And I think 757 Spy was launching from San Juan. Okay, he's down here. Do I see him in that list? I do. United 441. There he is. All right, very good. Well, once we get settled in up here, we'll probably toss the stream over to him. You guys can check out his departure out of San Juan. Might do that. Might do that here in fairly short order. Maybe we'll just check in on him. Let's see how he's doing, guys.
Boston 1 Kilo Charlie, contact Boston Center 134.95. Have a good flight.
Probably not going to be able to hear him too
Here
well.
right now is 29.94.
Not too bad over the roar of the
Okay,
engines.
so let's do 2994. And we're going to go over here. Your route ends at BLM, says Epic Nobody. Hi, Epic. Yes, it does. 2994. And I'm also going to be a really good pilot, and I'm going to set the backup altimeters. Okay, that's good too. Next,
So we'll
it is 5:32. Let's go on up here and get this thing set. We're almost
probably
ready
throw
to
the
start
stream to
looking
him.
at our pushback.
Says he was having comms trouble a bit ago,
So
says
that's good
Sounder.
to go too. I'm going to
Yeah, hopefully he gets that sorted out.
And that goes into arc mode. All that looks good there. All right, so this is good. And I want to make sure I stay ahead of my time curve here. Otherwise, we're going to be late for pushback. That's good. And before pushback ends,
Rob Valkyrie's
fuel
checking in.
quantity is confirmed. 60.
What's going on, Rob?
Final load sheet is good. Zero fuel weight is good in there. The ECAM
2875.
is good. Seatbelts are good. Let's go ahead and disconnect from shore power.
Can't get out that call sign today.
Performance calculator, all this is
75.
good. So we're going to go over to the ground services. And let's go ahead and close up the airplane. So close all. Doors are closed. Go to ground equipment. And then we can disconnect from shore power. And there goes that.
Perfect, thank you.
I'm using the Microsoft Flight Sim 747 quite temperamental contact union. Roger.
Boston Center, TWA 700 through 36-4 for 370.
TWA 700 Boston, good morning, welcome aboard.
Wrong button. I was panicked with that one. All right, and so we're going to push. And I'm going to spin just a little bit here, not much. That's good.
Alright.
And enter.
And by the way, the controller we were just speaking to.
2 to 3 minutes, if that's okay. That's approved as requested. Report back on frequency.
The controller we've just got handed off from is streaming as well. Quite a few of us streaming our various roles within Cross the Pond today.
That's 49 uniform. I can only approve 3 minutes, 3.5. Then I have to switch you over to the next sector. Just report back on frequency, please. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, matter of fact, we can There's our whole route, by the way. Don't need anything else from... Actually, don't need anything else from Kennedy. We can close that up, because everything else we're going to get from Navigraph. So, we're done with the score 4, done with that, done with the airport diagram. Never even used the Betty 6. So, all done. And just about making it up to our cruise. And there you go. You saw the vertical mode switch there, just on the main panel, on the main display. Let's go ahead and get our cruise checklist run through real quick. We'll go ahead and get the seatbelt signs off. Where are we? That one there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign.
Airport 1, Boston Center, good morning, welcome aboard.
However, we always recommend to keep your seatbelt
Air Force 1, when able to proceed during flight call.
You may now turn on your electronic devices, such as calculators, CD players, and
Flight call.
Alright, I think maybe we'll do a little captain's announcement here too.
When able to proceed during cooking.
Just make sure that call wasn't for us. Ladies and gentlemen, we've reached our cruise altitude of 37,000 feet, and we have turned off the fasten seatbelt sign. Your cabin crew will be coming around shortly with a fine selection of pastries that we stole from Air Force One, and Red Bull products as your beverages. So relax and enjoy the flight.
Posture 77 Alpha Boston, good morning to you. Climb maintain flight level 290 when able to proceed during flight call. Climb level 290, please confirm the shortcut 77 Alpha. Yes sir, in the flight call.
Let's take a peek at this FMC and see why it thinks. This progress page. That says we're going to have 9.5, and our emergency fuel, our reserve, was set at 8.7. So for whatever reason, it thought that we were going to be dipping below that 8.7 mark earlier. Now it's decided that we're going to have 9,500 pounds of fuel upon arrival. So I guess we're good. I guess it's changed its mind about my fuel planning. I trust my fuel planning. Alright, very good. Alright guys, I think at this point not too much else going on, as we have now reached our cruise altitude, and I think everything's got all the landing lights off. I'm just going to double check. Yeah, landing lights were all off, taxi light was all off. Ignition knobs are all normal. Everything's still good there. We're finally throttling back into cruise now. And pressurization still looks good. Bleed air pressure looks good. Yeah, 21 degrees in the cabin. Yeah, everything's looking hunky-dory up here. So temps and pressures on the engine's all looking good. We are on LNAV and VNAV. We're on our path. Traffic ahead, but it's plenty far away, 80 miles ahead, so we're plenty good. Yep, everything seems to be checking out, guys. I think at this point, probably best to go ahead and throw you over to Mr. 757 Spy. He's departing from, like we said, San Juan, and he was still in the ground preparation last time that we checked in with him, so I think we'll go ahead and let you watch his departure. As of right now, my plan is to get the stream started at around 12:30 Eastern Time, which will be 17:30 Zulu. Now, that's for an anticipated arrival of 2:15 Eastern Time. Depending on this tailwind, we might actually get in well earlier than that. My calculations, my spreadsheet was saying we were going to be in closer to 1:30 Eastern Time. So I think there Might be a possibility we would fire the stream up maybe closer to noon, about 1700 Zulu. But as of right now, I think yeah, we'll be somewhere in that range. What does the progress page say since we were looking at it? 136 Zulu. Oh, wait a minute. 0136 Zulu. Yeah, that time is off. Okay, that time is based on. I don't have real time set. Uh-oh, that's going to be a problem. I don't think I set real time, guys. So that's going to make life a little bit interesting. But maybe we'll get a chance to fix that real quick. But for right now, I'm going to leave it alone. But at any rate, we're expecting to get in, 2:15 Eastern time, but we might be as much as like 45 minutes early, so about 1:30 Eastern time. So we'll expect the stream to go live again about between 12 and 12:30 Eastern, and that's going to be 17 to 17:30 Zulu time. So we will talk to you guys then. In the meantime, stay tuned. If you want to see more flying for today's VATSIM Cross the Pond event, Mr. 757 Spy departing out of San Juan, we're going to go ahead and throw you over to him in just a few. So thanks for checking us out today. We'll be back with you in a couple hours. Enjoy the rest of the event, guys. We'll be sure to post updates about how our flight's going on the social media pages, so do check those out as well. And in the meantime, enjoy 757 Spy's stream, and we will be back with you in a few hours.